In this video, I'm going to show you how to isolate points and turn them off by putting them onto a junk layer, which are not going to be needed. For instance, this building shot, which is a negative 96.27, needs to be isolated onto the junk layer, and so do many others. To do this quickly, we want to go up to the View tab, change it to an isometric view, so we can quickly work out and have a look that all of these points need to be isolated. The line work doesn't, but the points do. And to do this quickly, we'll go up to the properties, we'll go up to the quick select, we'll choose in our object type is a COGO point, and we will select it manually by going in here. So we've selected all the negative values, and what we're going to do is select all of the current selection of COGO points. So here we have now our blue squares of all those points. We now want to come over to the properties box and click on layer. In layer, we're going to go to junk, and then now they've all been put onto a junk layer. If I go back up to the view of top view, you'll now see that all of these negatives are now put on a junk layer, highlighting this point. You can then see building 2 is now actually on a junk layer. We can leave them on for processing purposes, and later on we can turn them off if need be. The next thing we need to work out is creating a contour file. The contour file is going to be needed to incorporate the information that is necessary to create the contours. Not all information on here is going to be wanted. Now, up in our point groups on our left-hand side in the Prospector tab, you'll see a contourable file. It has already been predefined to help you speed up the process of creating the contours. If we go into the properties, what we've got here is we've got information, point groups, raw description, include, exclude, query, overrides, point lists, and summary. For this purpose only, I'm just going to show you what we want to exclude. I've predefined some information, which is raw descriptions matching these codes. You can easily add more codes as you wish. So we'll go apply to that, and we will go OK. So that's our contourable point group. Now, to create the actual surface, we need to go to our surfaces, create surface. In the surfaces, give it a name and call it existing surface. Now that we have created our existing surface, we then need to incorporate the information to generate the contours. We will be using the contourable information into the existing surface. There are many different ways that you can incorporate the information, but for this purpose we'll be bringing in point groups. We right click and add point group, and we add contourable, we click apply, and we click OK. As you can see, the contours have been generated from those points. Currently we have the wrong display of contour style we'd like, so to change it we can click existing surfaces, surface properties. In the surface properties dialog box, we can change the surface style to existing half meter. We click apply and we click OK. As you can see, the half meter contours have been incorporated. Now, to clean up this file, we need to create a boundary to limit the amount of contour information. We will proceed to go to making the junk layer the current junk layer and create a polyline around our lot. We then create or add a boundary, the outer boundary, and then that'll trim your contours to that boundary. Now we need to amend these contours. Some contours here are doing something funny, so to do that we can go into the contourable information. We can exclude more. By excluding quickly, by selecting, you can just click the tick and select the current set from the drawing. Now that we've selected those, right click, click apply, click OK, and in the existing surface, exclamation, right click and rebuild. Now you can see that the contours are probably starting to look more realistic. You can spend quite a bit of time in altering that and fixing it up to make it look how you want to. Once you've done that, you'll want to add some labels, and to quickly add labels, they've been predefined, and this is a fairly quick and easy process. We need to go up to the annotate, add labels, surface, contour multiple, and click add. It'll then ask you to place your first line and your second line. In that, it has now added labels for us. This is easily edited. I could then expand my selection and have it where you want to display it. Generally, we wouldn't display it through buildings.